Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be talking about our proposal and the whole story of how it happened and what happened. I think it's only right to have Wingstop because the first time we did a first video and I asked her to be my girlfriend, we had Wingstop. So I think it's best that we have Wingstop.
Full circle, full circle.
Yeah. First, let me show you guys the food. So I got chicken strips, damn lemon pepper, and I got garlic parmesan strips. What'd you get?
I got wings, all flats. The only way to go. And I got lemon pepper and original hot.
Yes, sir.
Just like our first video.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this. I know y'all be watching those food TikToks, don't lie. Oh, buzz down. Mmm.
Go ahead, baby.
Alright.
Okay. Let's start off by telling everyone your thought process into proposing.
So, I was thinking about proposing to Des for a while, but I was just never like, I was kind of like nervous about it because I was like, are we too young? And I just was like, I was like, do I have enough money to even do all that? But honestly, don't even worry about like money and stuff like that. Like, if you think like that's the person for you, like I would just do it, like, you know? And I'm sure the person will understand like, hey, if it's not like the biggest ring in the world, like I would just, they'd still appreciate it because it's always growth too. Like this is our first ring and stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking about in the beginning. But I talked to my dad about it. He was like, and he was the one that really like helped me feel like safe about my decision. He's like, we really like Des, we love Des. I think she fits you perfectly. And that made me feel a lot more comfortable of like me and what I was doing in my situation. Because none of my friends are engaged. A lot of my like older cousins, only like some of them are engaged, are married. And so I was like, damn, I'm really gonna be like the first one out of like all my friends, some of my cousins. So I was like, and I'm younger than some of them too. So, and then I was like, I decided on doing it and I was like, all right, I'm ready. And so once I was super prepared, I called her mom and her dad too. Yeah, I called them and then I was just calling for their blessing, and obviously they gave me the blessing. But yeah, that's how it was in the beginning. That was before I got the ring and everything. Did you have any like thought or anything like that? Like,
I had no idea, like literally no idea. Obviously, like preface, like I would send him pictures of rings and like we would talk about it like something like that we were planning in the future, but I wasn't really sure if he was ready and I didn't want to push him too much, you know? And I just wanted to hit like.
Don't lie. She was like. She sent me like.
No, I would send. Okay, so I would send him ring pictures just to make sure, like because Austin is very indecisive, so I wanted him to know like what I liked.
But she used to send me ring stuff like almost every single day, huh?
Yeah. But I was like, still at that point in my head, I was just like, I'm not sure if he's ready, so I'm not gonna tell him like you need to propose to me. I'm just showing you rings. So that happened. And then yeah, I really had no idea that it was happening at all. Like,
yeah.
And I used to pride myself in being like, oh, I would know, like I could tell.
Yeah.
But literally no idea.
But the first time I first started looking for rings, I was like super nervous. I didn't know what to do. So I brought my dad with me. And he was like super helpful with all of it. I didn't know any type of carat sizes. I didn't know what an emerald cut was. I didn't know what a princess cut was. I know all of it now though because like I'm so used to it now. But I didn't know what any of that was. So I went to like 2 or 3 different ring spots. I didn't like any of the rings I was looking at. And I was just like looking at stuff. We were sitting down and I didn't like anything. And then when I was planning to leave, my dad goes, let's just check out this store real quick. Go over there, and literally within like a few minutes, I found the ring that she wants. It's an emerald cut, and I saw it and I was like, dude, that's the one. That's the one that she likes. That's the one I like, and I just got it.
It was actually in between an emerald and a radiant.
Oh yeah.
And a radiant's really nice.
It was hard for me to find though. I feel like now it's not as uncommon.
But I'm glad you got me an emerald cut because I'm looking at it now and like a radiant is gorgeous. It just doesn't really fit me.
But I finally got the ring, brought it home, and literally I had it hiding in my parents' room. They had hid it for me, and literally every single day after I come home for work, and I didn't propose to her for like 2 months. So I had the ring for like 2 months. I didn't propose to her. Every single day after work, I come home, go to my parents' room, and I'll just sit in their closet or something like that and just be looking at the ring.
Yeah, it's so weird because I don't know how I didn't know, because he would like go into his parents' room and be gone for like an hour. And I'm like not about to walk up into his parents' room like unannounced. So I'm just like sitting there waiting for their conversation, quote unquote conversation, to be done. Thinking that he's like talking to them about something.
Yeah, but really
they're just fanning over the ring.
Before we got everything set up, I texted her family, her mom, her dad, and her dad lives in Oregon, so we kind of had to prepare a little bit more. So I was telling him if he wants to come down, I'm gonna propose to her, and he came down and everything like that, like trying to be very sneaky about it, because Des is very like, she knows everything, like where his dad is all the time.
Well, just because like I was like, hey, you should stay over for the week before we leave, because we were supposed to go on a trip that next week with our family, or my family. And I was like, hey, you should just come over so we can spend time, whatever. And plus my aunt from the East Coast was in town, so I was like, you should just come over. He was like, no, I don't want to. Like, it's just too expensive. We're already gonna be leaving the next week. Yada, yada, yada. I was like,
little did she know, he's already planning to come.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Thursday before the proposal, my family was all hanging out with my family from the East Coast, so I went to go visit after work. And there with them, and my cousin, she goes, oh, hey, your dad's coming this weekend. And I'm like, no, he's not. Next weekend, because we're supposed to leave together. She was like, no, I'm pretty sure he's coming this weekend, because my mom said that he's staying at her house.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna surprise me. And so I FaceTime him, and I'm like, hey, are you coming this weekend? And he looks at me,
And I was stressing. I was like, how the heck
yeah,
does she
so
know?
first of all, Austin wasn't even there. So I texted him and I was like, I think my dad's coming this weekend.
Yeah,
like,
and
LOL.
I was like, bruh, she knows.
Yeah, so I FaceTimed my dad, and my dad was like, no, I'm not coming. But he's a terrible liar, and he like tried not to laugh, and I was like, oh, okay, so he definitely is coming. And then I went to go up to my aunties and uncles and ask, or I asked the auntie that he was supposedly staying at her house. He was like, I don't know. I was like, you guys are terrible liars, so he's coming, whatever. And then the next day, so Fridays, this is literally the day before the proposal. I was thinking about just spending the night and then driving there in the morning.
Yeah, and I was like, bruh, please come back home, because your dad has to drive. Your dad has to drive to where we're taking photos. So that was the whole plan. We were planning to pretend to just take family photos, and then since we're already taking photos, we're gonna do couples, and then we're gonna go last, and it was gonna be me and Des, and that's when I was gonna propose to her. So that's why I was like, no, please come home. I was like texting her, I was like, I don't think you should stay.
And
then she
then
was
my
like,
dad like texted me too. He was like, no, I don't think you should, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And because I was like, are you coming? Like, just tell me so I know if I should go or not. And my dad was like,
friggin' thing, bro.
my dad was like, no, I'm not. Like, you should just go home. Next day it rolls around.
And she was kind of mad at me.
I was
like,
a
why
little
don't
mad.
you want to hang out? Why don't you want me to hang out with my family?
Yeah, I was a
and I
little
was
mad.
like, bruh, you have no idea, bruh. Just chill.
I was a little mad.
But beforehand, I swear to God, I thought she knew.
Because of the thing?
Because she kept saying like her ring size. She kept like saying like, oh, if I was to walk down the aisle, this is how I'd walk. Like you were doing
and
everything.
Then,
and I was
planning to
like,
take pictures.
bro, what is she like? Does she know, bruh?
Because we were planning to take family pictures in Jamaica, and we were planning
She's
to
like,
take
what if I had a ring out
all
there?
white.
I was like, bro.
We were all planning to all wear white so that we could all match like as a family or whatever. And I would go up to Austin and be like, how funny would it be if you proposed to me then?
I know, and I was like, bro, does she know? What the hell?
And then I have a Snapchat actually of me with like a lifesaver gummy on my ring finger, and I like took a picture with him.
The day before I proposed to her, she took that photo.
And I was like, no, it was the weekend before. It was the weekend before. And then I was like, I said yes. Time comes around, and then we're setting up or whatever, and Austin's like running around all over the venue, like taking videos of like the most randomest things. And I was like, why are you taking videos? I literally asked him, I'm like, why are you taking videos like that? Because he was like taking pictures of the plants
and the flowers and stuff.
And I was like,
I'll show you guys.
What are you doing? I was like, why?
Yeah. And then we were taking all these videos, and then we started taking photos. started doing all the family photos and everything first. Everyone did their couple photos, and then when it finally got to us, I was so nervous, dude. I was so freaking nervous. My little brother was holding the ring, and he was holding it because I didn't want it to like showing in my pocket or anything like that. And we're in kind of like the corner side taking photos, and the person that was taking photos of us thought I was gonna propose right there, but I really didn't like the area, and so I was like kind of stressing because I was like, oh, I want to move to a different area because I don't really like this spot. Then we moved to another area, and then I didn't like that spot either.
And
so I was like,
the funny thing is, and it's like after the day, like I should have known so many times, but the funny thing is like when we were taking pictures, Austin usually is just like, whatever, like wherever you want, like you just take photos, whatever.
yeah, but I was like super like trying to get here into like the right positions and stuff like that. And then we finally got to a right spot, and Brianna kept fixing her hair. And then Des was like, why do you keep touching my hair? Why do you keep fixing my hair?
I was like, is it really that messed up?
But really, she was just doing that to distract her from when Shane was giving me the ring. So she would fix her hair, and then Shane slid me the ring. And I had a whole thing like planned out to say, but once I opened the box and like I started getting on my knee, my freaking everything just blanked out. I couldn't think. I literally couldn't think. If you listen to the video, I just say,
I promise to love you forever.
I promise to love you forever. Will you marry me or something like that?
I still think it's cute. It's very on brand.
But I had like a whole thing I was gonna say.
Tell them what you named the note to hide it, which is very on brand as well.
Oh, wings. So I had something I wanted to say in my notes. The title, what I put on it, was Wingstop order. And so you wouldn't be able to see it if you were just scrolling through my notes.
Yeah.
So that's why I put Wingstop order, and then I had underneath like a paragraph of what I was gonna say. But I ended up not saying any of it at all.
Yeah. And then he proposed, and I'm boohoo crying. And then I'm like standing there hugging Austin, and Austin's sister goes, Des, look. And she points, I thought she was telling me to look at the camera or whatever, but then she points behind me, and I instantly know. Like, I'm like, my dad and my mom are here. So I turn around, oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
That's when she really started crying.
I turn around and I see my parents there, and I just start bawling again, like crying. So we go say hi to them.
Yeah.
And
that was
basically the proposal. And then we went to, what was the name of the restaurant? Like Trident's?
I forgot what it was called.
It was a really nice restaurant in Sausalito.
Super nice.
Right by the water. It was gorgeous. And then we had that with like his family, his immediate family, and then my immediate family. So we all just ate.
Yeah.
They were running up the oyster tab. And then after we came here, and we had a bunch of our family and friends over, which was really nice.
Oh, I forgot we did that. Yeah, so we kind of had like an engagement party.
Just as like a very laid
small,
back
engagement party,
which was nice.
Yeah.
And then the next day we went to Six Flags, or what was it, Waterworld?
We did?
Yeah, it was the next day. Remember, I literally almost passed out because I was so like physically and mentally exhausted.
Wait, what? We went to Waterworld the next day?
Is that what it's called? Waterworld?
Yeah.
The one in Concord?
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally went to Waterworld the next day.
No.
Yeah. I was mad because I couldn't wear my ring. I wanted to wear my ring there so bad.
I do remember that. It was fun though. I won't forget it. I get laughed at all the time when people see the proposal video, because I just look so blank when I was proposing.
No, it makes sense. The thing about it was, in that moment, Austin started talking to me. Like, he was like, who would have thought 5 years ago? I did. And I thought he was just messing around. I thought he was just being dumb or whatever. So I was just like, I like kind of laughed it off, and I was like trying to walk away to be done with the pictures, because I looked like we were done with pictures.
Yeah, so when Des was facing Brianna, I said to her, I was like, who would have thought like 5 years ago we'd be here? And she thought I was joking. She's like, what the hell are you saying?
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
And then she turns around and I'm like showing the ring, and she's like, what? What are you doing?
No, I literally...
What are you doing?
So I turn around, look at him, like glance at him, and he's like, he looks serious, and then I kind of like laugh, and then he pulls me back because I'm like walking away. And I look and I see him holding something, like a red box, and I go, no. What
are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, I literally started screaming, what are you doing? What are you doing?
She was.
What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing?
And there's people around too.
Yeah.
It was funny.
And then, yeah, he got on one knee. And now we're getting married.
Yeah.
In a month.
In a month.
So crazy.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That's crazy. It's felt long, but it also flew by pretty quick. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything. That's our whole story of the proposal, what happened.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like, I really had no idea. That's the craziest part.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, especially getting to see what everything looked like the day of too. But yeah, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys will probably get to see the wedding so soon.
I know.
Because it's literally 48 days.
48 days.
All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so whenever we post a video, you get notified for it. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys again soon.
Thanks.
Peace.